Love is in the air. The wedding season is upon us. All the people who are waiting for COVID to be over to get married, they are getting married finally. Congratulations to all of you who are getting married and starting that new life together. Well, on your wedding day, having the perfect dress is very important, right? That perfect everything, but you can't forget smelling perfect on your wedding day, right? Smelling beautiful like a bride, at the same time smelling memorable. You want to smell clean all day because it's going to be a long day from morning to night. I've been there. So you want something that is going to keep you smelling amazing like a goddess all day long, right? And it can't be a boring fragrance. It needs to be something very memorable. So I have the perfect perfumes for a bride here. If you are a bride this season, this summer, or you know someone who is getting married, these would make perfect bridal fragrances. So let's find out what they are. So the first fragrance I have right here is like a bride in a bottle. Okay, this is perfect for a bride for many reasons. You know, of course it smells amazing, but it just doesn't just smell bridal. It smells memorable. Okay, this is not just your average, you know, innocent white floral that's boring. This is not. This is, I mean, look at the bottle. Even the bottle is like perfect, you know, color and everything. This isn't your average boring white floral at all. Although white floral notes make for amazing bridal fragrance, but it's not boring. This is a very, very interesting. I don't even need to spray this. This is like super, I mean, I can smell it right out of the atomizer. It has like interesting notes, you guys, other than the gorgeous, you know, very pretty white florals like jasmine, lily of the valley, tuberose, gardenia, you know, all those beautiful, of course, very super pretty white florals. Like these are the queens of white florals, those notes that I just mentioned. Of course, they're the ones that make this very bridal, but at the same time, I mean, they're the ones that make this very, you know, elegant and elevated and gorgeous. It's like very luxurious. This start out like, you know, super pretty bridal, though there is a little bit of a pepper note. There's a little bite in the opening, which is not that noticeable actually. With a little bit of pepper, there's a little greenness, which really adds to the pretty white florals. And there's a little bit of rhubarb, which adds that tiny hint of sourness too. Again, really fortifies those beautiful floral notes, white floral notes in the middle. But what makes this super memorable and gorgeous and luxurious are the base notes. So there is leather in the base. Now, don't get scared when I say leather. Now, a lot of people have this really bad, you know, perception about leather, thinking about really masculine, manly fragrances with leather. That's not what I'm talking about. You guys, you know how much I love Hibiscus Mahajad by Maison Crivelli. Has a very sexy leather note. It doesn't smell like leather, but it adds this it elevates the fragrance. It makes it smell luxurious, makes it smell a little bit almost like sultry, you know, very notable, right? So you can't smell the leather like leather, okay? So don't misunderstand. Leather is just this note that kind of elevates fragrances to this sort of luxurious, memorable level. That's really the only way I can really describe it. And it has a little bit of incense, like a teeny bit of incense. It's not smoky by any means. So again, don't misunderstand. This is very much a spring summer appropriate fragrance. This performs great in the summer heat, in the warm weather. Even though this has leather, that's right, it's not always that, you know, heavy, thick, smoky, cold weather fragrances that have leather, okay? So don't, like, you know, it depends on how much leather and what type of leather note and how well it's blended and all that. So it's absolutely memorable, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I don't know why I waited so long, you know, to explore this fragrance. I got this from Twisted Lily. I will link it down in the description box. I have a discount code. It's Cleo10 with Twisted Lily. If you want this for yourself, if you're becoming a bride or that loved one in your family. This I almost like don't want to say because this is like one of my 2 signature scents, if I could have signature scents, because I have, you guys know, over 400 fragrances. It's kind of impossible for someone like me to have a signature scent, but these 2 are the closest that come to a signature scent for me. This one and another one, Killian Rose Oud, which is like not great for summer heat. Even though you can wear it at summer night, like at nights, summer nights. I'm gonna recommend this one. This is my other one of the top 2 favorites. This is Hibiscus Majad by Miss Crivelli. You guys, a bride would love to smell like this. I would want, if this fragrance existed, you know, 11 years ago when I got married, I would wear this. I would have worn this. This or one of these other ones that I'm about to mention is what I would have worn back then. You know, we didn't have such luxurious options like we do now. This one, oh, this is the most beautiful. So it's Hibiscus Majad, but there's no hibiscus in here because hibiscus flower doesn't have a scent, as you know. It has like nectar, like now that nectar, if it had a scent, this is what it would smell like. So they nailed it. So they got the hibiscus smell or scent, that sort of fantasy note, I think by combining rose and spearmint and then other notes in here. This also has a bucket of vanilla, as I like to say it, because it's beautifully sweet but not overly sweet, and has a hint of leather, that again, that luxurious touch. You guys, by the way, I forgot to say, Honor Woman will last you all day. It's a long-lasting fragrance. If you have to spray, it would just be like, I mean, you might want to refresh after maybe like 6-7 hours, but you don't have to or need to if you don't want to. This one right here, oh my lord, this is a 12-hour plus fragrance. Even actually Honor Woman will still be on your skin. It'll just be closer to your skin. This will still be projecting, you know, 12 hours after, like, but it's never going to be that offensive fragrance. Although this is a, I hate using this term, beast mode. It's not beast mode. When you say beast mode, people assume that it's offensive and kind of in your face. It's not, okay? This is not that at all. This is a beautiful scent, and it is, yes, you know, it lasts forever and it projects, but it's not offensive. This is a compliment getter. People always want to know what I'm wearing when I wear this. I haven't had Honor Woman for that long, but I know that my husband loves it. I have to recommend this, you guys, because if you are a summertime bride, this is as pretty gets. This one is Frégrance du Bois Oud Jaune Intense. This is a very special fragrance to me because I don't wear it very often. I save it for like super special occasions. As you can see, I haven't put that big of a dent in it. You know, I only wear it, I'm already married, so like if I had this again, you know, 11 years ago when I got married, I would have worn it on my wedding day. I'll have to play actually eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I mean, these are all really amazing fragrances. I don't know what I would have worn out of Hibiscus Majad, Honor Woman, this, and the other ones I'm recommending. But this is a really gorgeous one too, you guys. This one is just that gorgeous, 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 beautiful summer goddess type fragrance. This, if you are a bride, if you have a destination wedding, and let's say you're getting married, you know, on a tropical beach, you know, in a tropical island or any kind of tropical place, even if you are down in Florida by the beach, like This is like that fragrance that invokes like sunny, tropical sort of vibes. This has beautiful solar notes like tiare flower, there's ylang ylang, you know, you get the idea. There's a synthetic note in here that kind of gives you a little bit of a reminder that make you think of banana leaves, you know. You get what I mean. This is just, it smells super pretty. It's a pretty gorgeous sun goddess like fragrance. These ones that I just mentioned, they will leave you feeling like you just dropped down from the sky, which is what you want on your wedding day. You want that memorable fragrance, you know, not just bridal, but memorable. Now, this is great for like a tropical bride, a bride getting married on a tropical beach, tropical island, a tropical place, even, you know, even Florida, the Caribbean, the South Asia, if you're having a destination wedding, or you are from that type of tropical place, this is amazing. The perfumes I'm recommending you in this video, I am noticing, are all more expensive fragrances. To me, like, I get married only once, right? So I want it to be a very special fragrance that not that many people are wearing. And everything that I mentioned to you so far, they're all niche fragrances, meaning very, you know, niche, as in it's not mainstream, not very many people know about it. This is very super highly refined fragrances. As much as I love to recommend you some affordable options like L'Interdit, which is which would make a very elegant yet memorable bridal fragrance. They are more affordable, but then everybody wears them, so I did not want to include them in this video. I wanted something special, you know, right? That's what you guys are looking for. So that's what I wanted to recommend. Another beautiful fragrance that I think more on this is niche. This is a niche fragrance from a niche fragrance house, but still more on the affordable side, which is Juliette Hazagans Lust for Sun. Again, this is kind of like the more affordable version of this. I wouldn't say they are the same at all, because this one is so special that I don't think I'll ever smell another fragrance like that. But this one has that same concept of, you know, tropical paradise goddess. Okay, this has, you know, the same type of, you know, like frangipani or ylang ylang, some coconut. You get what I mean, like beautiful tropical florals with other tropical notes like coconut. You know, it smells absolutely like a beautiful tropical goddess. Okay, this is again a fragrance that gets a lot of compliments. These all, by the way, that I just mentioned get compliments. I get compliments whenever I wear this. I've put quite a bit of dent. Do you see the dent? I just got this fragrance, like, I don't know, on Sephora sale not too long ago, like a month ago. So anyway, this is a gorgeous. It's a little more affordable than Fragrance du Bois Oud Jaune Intense. If you want something similar to it, not the same, but more affordable. This will last for a long time. This is another one that lasts, and it projects quite nicely actually, which one time I wore to work and my colleague was like, oh my gosh, what are you wearing? I mean, I walked past her office and she could smell me. So yeah, you want fragrances that project too. So everything I'm recommending in this videos, they last, they project, they get compliments. Okay. So speaking of compliments, here's the next one, another compliment getter. This is by House of Sillage. This is for the bride who wants to smell almost edible. You know, if you want to smell not like a cupcake, I know the bottle's like a cupcake, but this smells to me like a lot of vanilla, but there's something in here that smells kind of like pineapple. To me, this smells delicious. Okay, let me put it out there. This smells like some kind of delicious tropical, my mouth is watering, tropical dessert that involves, I don't know, pineapple ice cream, you know, and lots of vanilla. And Oh gosh, there's a lot more delicious, and some coconut. I feel like I smell coconut in here. Although some of these notes that I'm saying to you are not revealed, or the fragrance house hasn't really said that those things are in here, but I tell you, I smell. I can swear I smell a little pineapple. I swear I smell a little coconut. But more importantly, what is in here, it's kind of sweet. It has loads of vanilla, you guys. When you're a bride, you do want to have a bucket of vanilla in your fragrance because it leaves you feeling so sweet and feminine, you know. This one makes my mouth water. To me, this smells like a pineapple ice cream dessert with fruits in it, and maybe some jello drizzled with some kind of vanilla syrup, okay? But of course, the perfume version of it, the very memorable, almost like alluring, you know, like just almost like when I wear this, people like they say, oh well, you smell almost edible, you know. So that's for the bride who is interested in a gourmand fragrance, which means, you know, fragrances that have that sort of like, you know, edible vibes. If you are a bride who wants to smell like that, that is a really good one. And if you are the bride, the kind of bride who wants to smell elegant, absolutely classy, upscale, elegant, that's what you want to smell like, and you want to wear a Chanel fragrance on your wedding day, I have some recommendations here. The first one is Chanel Beige. This is perfect, you know, has that Chanel DNA with that elegance that Chanel is so well known for. But at the same time, this is the tropical summertime version of their fragrances. This has frangipani, which is one of the most bewitching, enchanting tropical florals, and it just smells amazing. It smells like a very elegant tropical bride, you know, like somebody getting married in the summertime. This, I will tell you one thing. So this is the Eau de Parfum, you know, the EDP. I recommend that you get the Parfum version, which is a little bit more concentrated. So I'm not actually recommending this for a bride. This, yes, I am recommending Chanel Beige, but I ask you that you get Chanel Beige Parfum, which is only like $30 more. If I knew that there was a parfum, I would have bought that. I really regretted it after getting this, because the performance of this fragrance is only about 5 hours. So if you use the Eau de Parfum version, you'll be respraying it every kind of 4 to 5 hours. For a bride, the Parfum version would be better than this version. So Gabrielle Chanel is the Gabrielle Chanel EDP version's more concentrated version. This is the Parfum version, which is why this is really tiny, because this is highly concentrated. It fits on the palm of my hand. This is also super elegant. It smells, again, like kind of along the same lines as this. This has tropical floral notes like ylang ylang, tuberose, jasmine, orange blossom. You get the idea. Some vanilla, a little hint of heliotrope, which adds a little almond nuance, at the same time a little bit of a powdery nuance. Yeah, so this is very for that bride who wants to smell like, you know, refined, up class, elegant, you know, that type. And these are memorable scents. Another really good one I don't have on my hands, but I do recommend from Chanel, is the Chanel Gardenia Parfum. The Parfum version, the concentrated one, that's a very special one for brides as well. And this is just more than elegant. This one is very attractive, and this is like everything. It's, you know, elegant, but it's super attractive, super memorable, and just gorgeous. It is, of course, Gardenia by M. Micallef. Love this fragrance. Been waiting for summer to arrive to wear this. This is just not your average gardenia scent, you guys. This is just, it's just absolutely indescribable. Like everything M. Micallef makes is kind of beyond description. It's like so feminine. They're feminine fragrance. They're fragrances for women. They all leave me feeling like a goddess dropped from heaven, you know. And that's what this is. This obviously has loads of gardenia, which is one of the most pretty, gorgeous, goddess-like white floral notes ever. It's one of the more, like, one of the queen-like, you know, white floral fragrances. I don't know how else to put it. This has a juiciness, like, from the peach in here. That's delicious fruitiness from it. It has, like, nice tropical yellow floral notes like ylang ylang. Gardenias, I think, on several, like, opening and the middle in this fragrance. It has like this little bit of sensual touch from that creamy sandalwood in here, and it has a little bit of ambergris, which gives you like this kind of little hint of marine vibes and some woody nuances. And then there's musks that make it very kind of, I don't want to say sexy, like not raunchy sexy, but kind of like really like edgy, you know? So this is a perfect bridal fragrance. This has really good performance also. One of my like very big recommendations for brides for sure. And here's another very memorable, gorgeous fragrance. I mean, look at this bottle. Like for this to be your bridal fragrance, you'll remember forever, with this gorgeous, you know, jeweled crown of a cap, or, you know, with that beautiful crystals. This is by Raja Parfums. This is Creation E. They also call it Enigma, I believe. I don't know, depending on where you are in the Europe or something. There's another name for this. This has a beautiful, like, bunch of beautiful florals. It has jasmine from Gaz, ylang ylang. It's got a little hint of heliotrope. This is a bit of a powdery fragrance, which is perfect for a bride. You know, it has that feminine kind of vibe, kind of makeup powder kind of vibe. And it has a little bit of a juicy peach. It has rose de mai, which is one of the most expensive rose notes ever. Some geranium to go with the rose. It has a little bit of sandalwood for sensuality in the base. Again, that powderiness, I know, from the orris and the heliotrope. Orris is in the base. Ambergris and musk, which also the other one had the gardenia by M. Micallef. Oh, guys, I forgot to tell you, the M. Micallef, I also, for the M. Micallef gardenia, I have a discount code for you. It's Cleo 10 for you to get this one on the M. Micallef website. When you order from M. Micallef website, you get so many like amazing goodies. And actually on M. Micallef website, their perfumes are cheaper, like the price is cheaper than the US distributors that sell these. You know, you get it from M. Micallef, you know, and that's amazing. And then they throw in so many goodies with it, and the price to begin with is lower than what the distributors get it for. For example, the that new gin and tonic, distributors get it for like $250, whereas M. Micallef has it for like $45 cheaper already, you know, the starting price, you know, the original price on their website. And then you get all those goodies with it, and you get the discount. It's a better thing to go with M. Micallef anyway. So yeah, so for gardenia, I have a discount code down in the description box. It's the same discount with Twisted Lily. When you apply your discount, Cleo 10 is the code, but you have to go to respective websites. So for the Amouage Honor Woman, you had to go to Twisted Lily website and apply Cleo 10. And for the M. Micallef fragrance, you have to go to M. Micallef website and apply Cleo 10. But anyway, this one is also available on Twisted Lily, by the way, Creation E. This one, like I said, lasts a nice long time. It smells very memorable. It's very bridal, but very memorable. And it's a niche fragrance house that not every person and their cat and dog is going to be wearing, you know what I mean? So it's only you on your wedding day will be wearing that. All these that I'm mentioning, there's a good likelihood that you, the bride, will be the only person to be wearing these fragrances, which is why I'm recommending you these fragrances. I don't just come up with a list, you guys, just to come up with it, just throw a bunch of, you know, fragrances with some white floral notes in it. That's not how I do things. I actually put my research into things. I put my thought into things. I consider every angle before I recommend things to people, you know, to my wonderful subscribers and followers. Then I have this gorgeous beauty right here. Now this one is such a pretty one too, but it's also super memorable. For some reason, I am not smelling this out of the atomizer, so I'm going to spray this because I haven't sprayed this lately. I need to start wearing this summer. So spring summer fragrance. This is by Xerjoff. It's Dama Bianca. This is like for that demure bride, but demure but very attractive, alluring bride. You know, this has that sort of sweet girl vibes about it, but sweet but attractive and, you know, intriguing bride, you know. Oh, this is beautiful. This has some vanilla in it, which makes it really nice, very, very beautiful and sweet. This has a kind of a weird fruit in the opening, kumquat. Okay, it's a kind of a juicy, not very flavorful, but very juicy kind of fruit, you know. You can actually smell that special touch. It adds a very special, intriguing touch to this fragrance, along with the citrus notes in the opening. This is also very beautifully feminine and powdery, from that violet and the lilac and the iris in here. So pretty. Very demure, pretty, powdery, feminine fragrance notes. It has jasmine, lily of the valley, one of the most pretty goddess-like, you know, white floral notes ever. The lily of the valley, which I love. Has that nice amount of vanilla, which makes it kind of sweet, adds to that very powdery, beautiful florals. Has musks, which gives it edge. It has that sandalwood, you know. It's just such a pretty fragrance. This is a huge compliment getter too. Men love this scent. They think it smells very, very feminine and alluring, attractive. Again, another very memorable, beautiful fragrance to wear on your wedding day. And I also recommend Delina La Rosee, not Delina the original, because first of all, this is a more summer appropriate, more aquatic kind of rose fragrance that's very pretty. This is for that girly bride, you know, the pretty girly bride who just like leaves an impression, you know. This one has that, you know, signature notes, of course, the lychee with the juicy, beautiful, unique, fruity smell with that Turkish note, Turkish rose. So lychee and Turkish rose are the two signature notes throughout the three Delinas, you know, like across the three Delinas, the original, La Rosee, and exclusive. Anyway, this one is the most summer appropriate one. It performs better in hot weather. This has some watery notes, which almost give me these images of like roses floating on a beautiful clear stream, you know, clear water. It's such a pretty fragrance. And it doesn't have that harsh sort of, you know, green cutting through like the Delina original, which I don't think I would recommend for a bride. I think this is the more appropriate, beautiful, pretty, feminine, yet memorable version of the three Delinas for a bride getting married in the summertime. That makes a difference. Then I have this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous beauty. I mean, look at the bottle, like, you know, this and also the Delina La Rosee. The bottle's just so feminine. This is Valaya by Parfums de Harley. Oh, this is such a underrated beauty. Some people, some reviewers weren't, I don't think this was done justice by some of the reviews. Honestly, this is such an amazing fragrance that you'd have to actually smell it and wear it to understand how gorgeous this is. This one is a beautiful, pretty fragrance, but also that has that, you know, that attractiveness, alluring vibes. Very, it's got that other like next level elevation. It's not just your boring old, like, you know what I mean, fragrance. This has got some teeth, you know, this fragrance. Although I almost want to spray it and make it my scent of the day. This has beautiful floral notes like lily of the valley, petalia, I think too, and some sort of other really pretty fragrance notes, some orange flower or orange blossom. This has a note called mahonia. It's really super pretty. This has a little bit of a woody, very like nice woodiness in the base from the akigala wood, which is like the more, you know, tame version of the oud. It's not, doesn't smell anything like oud. Now get that out of your head. I didn't want to even say that word. But akigala wood doesn't smell anything like oud, but you know, you get what I mean. It's like a very nice woody note. It has a little bit of like a slight peppery nuance to it, so it's very interesting. It's got, this perfume's got loads of musk, by the way. This is very much a musky white floral, which makes it super, I don't want to say raunchy sexy, but kind of sexy. And it has ambroxan, which is the synthetic version of ambergris, which that sort of gives like sort of marine kind of, you know, kind of like woody but marine kind of vibes. It's got loads of vanilla in here. This is such an interesting perfume. It has so many levels, you guys. When you wear it, it starts with that beautiful opening, which has, I think, a little bit of actually I forgot to mention, I think it has a little bit of aldehyde, like has a little bit of that bright sunny vibes of aldehydes, which makes it perfect for like a spring summer bride, you know. It has a little bit of, I think, juicy peach and some citruses in the opening. So that opening is very effervescent and bright and sunny and all that. And then you get that very pretty floral middle. It's different with that mahonia and all those really very, you know, and there's another one, I forget what that note is. Two very important and very unique floral notes that gives it a very different scent. If you are missing out on this fragrance because people who don't understand this fragrance, please don't try this. It's amazing. Wear it for a whole day and you will fall in. It's so pretty, you guys. I mean, for a bride, this is very memorable and pretty, and no other kind of bride would be wearing this fragrance. Nobody else will be wearing this fragrance on your wedding day. And then, you know, in the dry down, it's very musky and like slightly woody and so interesting. Highly recommend. So yeah, beautiful fragrance. Okay, you guys, those are my pretty 12 fragrances. I wanted to narrow it down to 10, but I couldn't because there are 2 more that I really wanted to recommend. So those are my amazing, beautiful, pretty bridal fragrance recommendations for you. If you are getting married this wedding season, in these warmer months, these will last forever on you. Very, you know, none of it you really have to refresh, except for I told you about Chanel Beige or the Parfum. Just get the Parfum version and it'll last. They are all amazingly lasting, project very well, but not going to choke people, offend people. They're very pretty, alluring, feminine, goddess-like scents that will give the right type of vibes that you want to feel and others to feel about you on your wedding day. So let me know down in the comment section, what are some of the bridal fragrances that you know that make amazing fragrances for a bride, you know, brides getting married this season. I would love to know, hear your thoughts. Are you getting married? Let me know down in the comment section. Pick one of these. I'm telling you, these are winners. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because it really helps me grow my channel. And don't forget to, of course, follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Oh, by the way, don't forget to share my video because it always helps to share videos. I will see you guys in my next video.